Hey, Grace for Me family. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Thanks for clicking. Listen, um, I have been thinking about um, something very interesting to me. Um, and it has to do with trauma responses. We hear that all the time nowadays, right? Oh, that was a trauma response. Don't give in to your trauma responses. But today I had an epiphany in terms of just how deep that can go. That um, just how far trauma responses can dictate how we perceive, it can tarnish our worldview, it can limit our ability to be in relationship in an appropriate way. And it can even cast a shadow over what we view as um, appropriate or um, healthy relationships. So I was thinking about one particular relationship for me, and um, as a person, as a woman, as an African American woman, just as a woman, right, a female, we live in a very in Western society, maybe not as much as Middle Eastern societies, but still, we live in a very misogynistic culture, okay, where women are um, second class citizens, where the idea of women being powerful or strong is um, looked on with intimidation and we're minimized. And I'm going somewhere with this. But also, what can happen to us as women when we are just shaped in those ideologies. And when I say shaped in those ideologies, I mean, the fact that I think the statistics are somewhere between 6 out of 10 women have experienced a Me Too moment in their lives. And by that I mean have been violated, whether that's physically or psychologically or emotionally abused in some way. I mean, that's staggering just to think about those numbers, right? But we don't walk away from those kinds of situations unscathed. And if we are not carefully handled after we experience things like that, being violated, being abused physically, being harmed, being taken advantage of in a physical sense, um, being violated, being forced into something or into a relationship with someone, if we don't receive really intentional therapy and support after experiencing those kinds of things, we can develop, and we often do develop, a warped sense of what a good, healthy relationship actually looks like. Now, that is probably not a news flash for you, right? Because we fortunately are living in a time where people are paying attention to mental health. They are paying attention to trauma and the effects of trauma, right? Not just on women, but on people in general, right? On the African American, on women, on men too. But it's just, we're living in a society now that really is paying attention to, the importance of being mentally fit and emotionally whole, right? Great. Love that. What I noticed about myself is that I would see healthy relationships or healthy boundaries, and for some reason, I would not um, own the reality that I deserve that. I deserve a healthy uh, boundary. I deserve healthy, strong relationships. And I'm not going to point out any one particular, right? I'm talking in generalities, and I'm doing that purposely because how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'm going to say that again. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And so if I, um, example, if I look at a friendship, let's take a friendship, for example, and I see two people who have really close friendship, and I imagine that, oh, that's so lovely, that's so wonderful, but I probably wouldn't be able to have that because I've been through too much and I bring too much to deal with to the table, and I could never see myself having such a healthy friendship. But I can I can skirt around that and just get what I need, or get just enough or whatever. And I could go through my entire life that way, right? Or I can do what the Lord says in Romans 12, and I can not be conformed to the world, right? I could fight not conforming. And to make somebody conform to something, there has to be a lot of work into that, right? You have to convince that person that something is truth to make them conform. You have to bend a person to make them conform, right? And a lot of times our trauma has bent us and shaped us into thinking that one thing is real when in actuality it's not. Um, and I'm saying that to say, today, as I was in worship at church, it dawned on me that everything beautiful and everything wonderful and everything that God has said that He wants for His people, I deserve. And I don't deserve it because I'm so great. I deserve it because I am now a child of God. And whether that is healthy, strong friendships, healthy, strong marriage, healthy, strong parent-child relationships, amazing livelihood and success in my career, all the things, all the good and perfect gifts that come down from the Father of Lights, I am now worthy of by way of the grace and the mercy of God. Y'all, that might seem small to you, but that is not small to me. And as I was worshiping and God was saying that to me, for the first time in my life, I could see it. I could see myself receiving the goodness, receiving the blessings, receiving the wholeness that is found in Jesus alone. Now, that means that now that I know that, now that I know that I am a recipient of that kind of grace, guess what? All the things in my life have to align with that truth. I'm going to say that one more time. All the things in my life must now align itself with that truth. I need to be positioned. Okay? I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to um, do things or be involved in things or allow certain scenarios or people to be around me that don't speak to that kind of life, a life that is blessed by God. So I need to, on purpose, which is our theme for this year, for 2026, on purpose, I need to attach intentionality around my whole life. I love this. I'm going to read Romans 12, a couple of verses that really bring this home. And this is from Eugene Patterson's The Message version of the Bible, but it's Romans 12, and it's verses 1 and 2. And he says, "So here's what I want you to do." God helping you. Because let me be clear, I can't do none of this on my own. Apart from God, I can do, I can be, I can acquire nothing. Got it? So he says, listen, verse 1. So here's what I want you to do, God helping you. Take your everyday, ordinary life. You're sleeping. Y'all better get some rest. You're eating. You're going to work and walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. What? Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for Him. What? Embracing. Not, oh, I don't deserve that. Oh no, I've been through too much. Oh, I still have so much to do. He's still working on me. No. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for Him. Don't become so well adjusted to your culture. I just talked about that you fit into it without even thinking. There are some things that we are saying yes to without saying yes. It's just a part of who we are as a culture. I just heard a very profound message from Dr. A.R. Bernard. And he said, he asked the ladies, how many of you were taught when you start dating, when you go out for the first time, make sure you got money to get home? And all the women in the audience raised their hand because that's what we're taught, right? But that meant we were also being taught that you can't trust men, which is crazy. Because not all men are in that category, but you are literally being taught that. So don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit right into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what He wants from you and quickly respond to it. Unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity, God brings the best out of you, develops well-formed maturity in you. Oh my goodness. That was Romans 12, 1, 2, the Message version. Listen, that when God was speaking that to me, and I'm telling you, for the first time, here I am in my 60s, for the first time recognizing that all the good things that God has for me, I deserve. Because He says I do. Not because I'm so great, because I'm not. But that doesn't matter, okay? Because my righteousness is not of my own. It is His righteousness. My righteousness is like a filthy rag. But I don't walk around in my own righteousness, right? That's what the word says. I am excited because when you have that knowledge, some people are born and raised inside of that kind of culture, right? We see it all the time, especially people who are not socialized. And by that, I mean our Caucasian brothers and sisters. They're not socialized, and some of them have not been exposed to trauma at all, ever. And they walk around with what I had to have an epiphany about. They just live that life, right? So free and so clear. And now I get to live like that. I'm excited. I am excited, and I want that for me. And you know what? I want that for you. Because God is not a respecter of persons. And so if He said it about me, there's grace for me, and you know I'm going to say it. There's grace for you. So listen, take that everyday life, that going to work, that walking, that eating, that whatever it is you do, and lay it before God as an offering and watch what He will bring into your life, and embrace it. Embrace it. Don't push it away. Don't say, I'm not worthy. Embrace it, because that is the best thing you can do for Him. Because inside of what He has for you is what He's going to use to bless everybody attached to you. Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good. I'm saying it's good because I'm just embracing it. And I'm believing it. I am believing that it is good. And He is a good, good Father. So, hey, I just wanted to get on here and share that with you. Okay? Listen, that's all I got for tonight. Y'all know I can't keep going because then I'll start making things up. But, oh my God, I'm so, so excited about that. I'm so excited about what God is going to unfold in my life. I told you I'm doing something special this week, right? My birthday is Friday. So I am doing something that I've never done. To my knowledge, there's only like a handful of people who know what I'm talking about. So we're going to keep it a secret. But I am just so open to what God is doing and what He's about to do. And so stay tuned this week, because I'm going to be, I'm going to be sharing with you. You're going to take a trip with me. Okay, so stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoyed Interviews with Amanda Part 1. Like, she brought some amazing energy. I was thrilled. I don't know if you got a kick out of it as much as I did. But Amanda will be back. We're going to tape her weekly. And she's got a lot to say. I'm so proud of her. And I hope you guys hope you can see the hand of God on her life. Such an amazing woman, and such an amazing example of what God can do. So stay tuned. I will be back. I will see you guys next time on Grace for Me. Take care.